What's up, people? It's Jonathan Lacey, and we're back with another episode of the Laced Up Podcast. I'm joined by a special guest, and you guys have you guys know who this is, man. Hip hop's biggest
What up,
man.
though?
Welcome back to the show, man.
Thank you for having me again. What's happening, man? How
Yes,
you doing?
sir. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Um,
Good to hear.
like it's good to see you again, man. It's been a
My man,
minute,
same
man.
here. Yeah.
No, before we jump into today's show, I gotta ask you this question because
Let's go.
me and this other person, we was arguing about this because they from the West Coast, me
Okay.
being from the East Coast. We we was talking about how you play horse and the correct way to play horse. I want to know, how did you play horse growing up?
I mean, it's the first person take a shot from wherever,
Yep,
right?
yep.
When they make it, you have to duplicate it. If you miss the shot, you get a letter and start off with an H and then go to an O and so on and so forth. And whoever spells out horse first is the loser.
Right. And so let me just make this clear. So let's say, like, if I make the shot, and then because let's say we're playing with four people, I make the shot first, and then let's say
Everybody
you
else got to shoot that same shot.
thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Whoever makes the shot, you know what I'm saying? The next person, next man up, and everybody got to make the shot.
And thank you, because this person was saying that you supposed to shoot the shot. Let's say, like, if I make it and then you miss it, that following person can shoot from
Gets
wherever they want.
Yeah,
And
it
I'm
gets
like,
to go all real. Yeah, we don't do that like over the East
yeah,
Coast. Like, yeah, it must be
nah,
some
man.
West Coast shit.
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, yeah, because I was like, how that messes up the whole flow of the game. I feel like that takes away the whole competitive spirit of them.
Yeah. But no, when the way I was raised, no, everybody got to follow up.
That's
Everybody got to shoot
exactly.
that shot.
Thank
Everybody.
thank you.
It don't reset until somebody missed their first shot. You know what I mean? You know
Right.
what I mean? So yeah.
Thank you. See, all right. I'm trying to tell you, like, eat on the East Coast. I'm telling you, we've been playing it right. I don't know how you guys been doing it over there, but look, that's all I'm trying to say, man.
My
But
man.
but nah, man. So I reached out to you because, of course, last Friday, like, the internet went crazy when they see. I woke up. I've been waking up at like 4:45 and stuff, and of course, every Friday, Drink Champs drop a new episode,
Right.
and I was like, I said, I know that doesn't say Kanye West,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And so, of
It's about to
course,
be epic.
yeah, exactly. I hopped in my truck and I listened to it on my commute to work, man, and I was like, this is I just can't believe he was doing an interview, and I told people, I said, I've never seen that man smile that much in my entire life. Like,
Okay.
I've never seen him smile. Like, he genuinely, well, let's say, like, probably for like the past, since post Donda, like his mom passing away,
Right.
I've never seen that man that happy before. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, like, you may feel differently and stuff, but I feel like for me, like, that's
I don't really pay that close attention to what he be doing all the time, so I
yeah.
can't say. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
right, right. No, but like, I've never seen, like, he genuinely just, like, happy to be
Yeah, he
there,
did.
and
Yeah, he did. He
like,
did look like he was
yeah,
happy to be there,
yeah,
and he just bared his soul as normally as he usually does. It
right,
was everything I
right.
thought it would be.
Right, exactly. And it gave you everything, and it's like, all right, this the Kanye interview that we all been waiting for,
Yeah,
and I think, like, it was definitely much needed, definitely much needed.
yeah.
Um, he said some controversial stuff on there, of course, because
That's what he does.
exactly, that wouldn't be a Kanye interview without him saying something controversial. So,
you thought
you
the
know,
you thought the things okay. You thought the things he said were controversial. I didn't. I'm like, this is who he is.
oh,
I don't.
oh, oh,
I
now,
don't see it as controversial. I see it as when you get to talking to him. Oh, this is what the fuck you gonna get.
yeah, right.
I don't
You
see it
right.
as me personally. I don't see it as controversial though. Like,
No,
I
no,
just
and
that's
that's
him.
him. No, that's generally him. But I rather have that authenticity, that realness, because he's giving it to you straight.
That's
He's
what he
not gonna
does.
he's not gonna sugarcoat anything. He's not gonna give you a political answer or anything. Like he's giving you the real, like this is what I believe.
Yep.
So like
Yep.
I appreciate that about him, man.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah. But go. I'm sorry.
no,
Let's
no,
talk about it.
let's do it. Let's do it, man. So like let's first of all, when this man said, "Hey," he said the biggest mistake that I ever made was signing Big Sean. I said, "What?" Like,
But why did he say that?
but you know, I think
Like, do you think that he really meant that's the biggest mistake he ever made? No,
I
I
don't
don't.
think so. I don't think
No,
so. No.
but that's I don't know if you call it tongue in cheek or him uh, poking at him or he felt like he kind of crossed him or did him wrong. So okay,
Right.
I'm a say you was a mistake fucking
Right.
with you
Right.
because you turn your back on me. That's the way he kind of portrayed it in my mind. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
And there's out of pettiness and stuff. Yeah,
yes,
that sounds.
that it right there was petty as
Yep.
shit.
Yep. It was petty. Yeah. And like, and the same thing, even with the whole Soldier Boy thing. Like, he was like, yeah, he says verse was trash. But
I don't know if
you,
that was petty. That might have been true.
it probably was true. It was true. But I will say though, I don't know if you saw this yesterday, but like he actually reached out to Soldier and was like, hey, he said
Saw that.
I
He
should.
apologized.
He apologized for that. So like, I think that takes a real man to do that shit because
Absolutely.
if we're gonna be honest, I think a lot of hip hop artists today, we just like to we like talking shit, and we don't really when we see each other face to face, or even just a simple text or a call is like, hey, like look, man, I was wrong. Like it takes a big man to say, hey, I was wrong for what I did,
Yeah.
and I think like that's some real. I respect that, man, but the whole thing with Big Sean, it definitely I kind of understood what he was where he was coming from, but it's also
Right.
like, eh, eh, you know, because I think the Big Sean that we see today is way different than the Big Sean from um from years past.
Yeah.
You know what I
10
mean?
years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's like you listen because I don't know if you heard his L.A. Leakers freestyle.
Yes, did hear that. Come on,
Oh
man.
my
I mean,
God,
brother, he I will honestly say this. He's been ridiculous. He's been
he
nice with it.
has
That's why Kanye signed him in the first place.
exactly.
So for him to say that's the biggest mistake he ever made, man. I mean, we all know that's some bullshit.
Nah, it was.
We know that's not true.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
kidding me?
yeah.
Are you
Look,
kidding me?
man.
I'm gonna say it like this because I know 2 Chainz was signed to Kanye too. I believe
Yeah,
Big Sean is a better MC than 2 Chainz.
he is. He is.
It's that simple.
And I know that's gonna make a that's probably gonna make a lot of people salty out there because
What
like
is?
like oh people
What is
people
that Big Sean is a better MC than 2 Chainz? He
mm-hmm.
is. Like,
He
if you want
is
to talk about bar for bar,
yeah
come on, son.
yeah
You
yeah
see this? You see this? What they say? Man, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
yeah. And look,
I'm
I,
just
I'm gonna just say it straight up. If y'all have not taken the time to listen to that LA Leakers freestyle, guys, do yourself a favor and go and listen to it because I'm
yeah.
telling you, he was dropping gems
Mm-hmm.
in that. Like he
Yeah.
was dropping like the history lessons and everything, man. I think what was it? The Who Won't Smoke instrumental. Like he snapped on that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if
I
you
was
ever listen to any of his music, like his albums, like the music in
yeah
his album, not his singles, but like his actual in-depth, man, the brother is a bar spitter. You know what I mean? And puts it together well. So
I think his album from last year, I think that might have been his best body of work.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I know, but I know the things I've heard from him over the years, like, bro.
He
And as you saying, most recently, the LA Leakers joint. Like, come on, son.
yeah, he's and people were really surprised. They was like, man, it was like Big Sean has gotten so much better. And kind of like he was saying, Sean been like that. Sean been like that, man.
Bro.
Like even when he
Off the
was
break.
yeah, when he was in good music, man, when he was 20, 21, whatever, this man, like he was like that. But I think the thing that people, it's not his bars that have gotten better, it's his maturity, his experience.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like experience is the best teacher out there.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
And
growing as a man, as an MC, you're gonna start talking about powerful, a way more powerful narrative.
yep, yep.
Like
As simple as that, man.
it just comes with as you said, experience and wisdom and growth. And yeah, hell yeah. You
Yep.
know what I mean? I'm 40 years old. If you'd have talked to me 20 years ago when I was 20, I would probably laugh at myself like, man, you fucking got a lot to learn. You know what I mean?
Hey, I feel that though, man.
So,
Because like I think even for me, man, like because I've been talking about this recently too, man. Where I was at a dark time. Like last year at this time, I was in a dark place, man.
oh, damn.
And
Okay.
like I was kind of like I was like
Uh-oh. Something
living
happened,
two
bro.
lives, man. And it was at a point where all my
I can
shit.
hear you now. It
Can you hear
like
me?
just froze up and stopped. I couldn't hear you
Yeah.
for a minute.
Nah, I don't know what in the world that was, but yeah, like it was a lot of my just all my shit just came out of the closet and stuff, man, and I definitely I think that right there, it kind of just forced me to really look in the mirror and be like, look, man, you don't like what you see. Why are you put yourself in a situation like you've been through the experience, man. Like change. Like you have no choice but to. Well, I'm not gonna say I had no choice but to change because I still could have just been ignorant and just be like, nah, I'm gonna stay here, and because there's nothing wrong with me. But I think going through what I did, it definitely has brought me to be a better man, in my opinion.
Okay.
But yeah, man. So like I just think like that experience, man, it brings out the best in us, man. For sure.
Absolutely.
Man.
You know, and holding yourself accountable is a grown thing to do. It's a mature thing. It's a responsible thing to do.
Yeah. And, and honestly, like we talked about this before the show, man. Like me about to be a father and stuff. Like I want to be the best I can be, for my daughter and stuff, man. So and speaking of daughters, I've been bumping that the Nas song Daughters.
Right. Okay.
Like yeah, man. Like that's always been a classic. I feel in my like he I don't know he you just look at the music video to that song and it really it's like a movie
Yeah.
video, man.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Hell yeah.
But like moving on though. So in another part in the interview, man, I remember. I think who was it? Yeah, he's talking about him and Hove's relationship. Like he said, they've actually had fallen out quite a quite a bit at times, because
yeah.
like they brothers, they're like brothers, man,
Yep.
and that just kind of it made me wonder what there's probably projects with those two that have never been released.
You talking about
Like
songs? Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm
yeah,
sure of it.
we'll never get it. And it just makes you wonder, man. It just makes you wonder, like what were they stirring up before, like having these fallouts here and there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you just look at the Kanye's personality from what we know of Jay-Z's personality. Um, big egos.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
both got great ideas. At some point, we're not gonna see eye to eye.
yeah, yep. You right.
And Kanye, ain't gonna bow out. It got to a point, I guess he can't bow down to you, but so much. And Kanye just too honest. Jay like to keep shit on the low,
Yeah, yeah.
on the low. Kanye, not so much.
Nah,
Like maybe he does, but when he speak, he just gonna he gonna give
yeah.
whatever he want to pour it out.
he
We're
just
gonna deal with the whatever later.
yeah, right.
He don't care.
He really don't though, and I think like we're gonna talk about something that kind of relates to that later on in the show, but nah, man, I think Kanye, him and Jay Z, like it, like when we got Watch the Throne, like that album, because I was playing it last week and I was just like, I said, this is crazy. I said they really dropped this on us without us even really knowing. Like we didn't expect that to happen. And I just remember
I'm
like
trying to remember back then if I expected it or not. I'm trying to remember.
I know I don't to me I don't I could not tell you, like I didn't see like any type of advertisement or anything, but obviously at that point in time, internet isn't what it is today,
Not quite.
but
Yeah, you're right. Not quite.
you know, so I don't know. I no, because I'm yeah, I can't really think of it like that, man. But yeah, like that whole album was just a masterpiece, and it make you just wonder. It's like I don't know. It was good. It was just good to hear Jay Z and
We
Kanye
probably would
both.
have got another one if Kanye ain't go off the rails. However, a couple years later, and got to talking about Beyonce and saying shit about their kids, and that's that whatever that meltdown on stage and shit. And then we come to
Yeah,
find out, okay, he got mental illness, and okay, all right, cool. But after that, it was like there was a rat. Jay Z like, man,
yeah,
I'm not fucking with you.
right.
But had that not happened, I believe we possibly would have had another album. But things happen the way they're supposed to happen. I believe, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. They did
And
for a reason.
you know, but
Nah,
as you
man.
said, to your point, man, I'm sure they got some joints in the vault, man. They ain't never be released. Maybe we'll get them when one of them die. Or who knows? You know.
Like, and thinking, speaking about that though, like I know, like we're not focusing on him specifically, but like DMX, like I'm thankful we got that album before he
Yeah.
passed away. You know what I'm saying? Like R.I.P. to
Well,
him.
right
Like,
after, he got to
oh
finish
right,
it, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Because because I know when he went on Drink Champs, he was talking about like, yeah, he said, well, I'm really close to finishing up my new album, and then of course like was it 2 or 3 months later,
Something
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that, man, that hurt. That hurt when I found that out
I'm,
because
I
I
mean, man,
really
it's crazy, man. Like you hear the stories. They say how he was moving, just popping up places like that he normally kind of wouldn't do. You know what I mean? And he said on like you talking about doing the drink champs. He said on there like, man, if I die today, I'm happy with. He was like, I lived a good life.
dang
He
dang
said that on there.
yeah
A lot of people. He said, man, I remember once he became famous and all that. And he was like some of the things he got caught up doing, and people thought he was wild. He was like, man, look, I wasn't turning down any opportunities. You know what I mean? Because he had a deal, whatever, like late '80s, early '90s. It didn't
yep
come to fruition. So once he finally got it, he just ran with it. Whatever was in front of him, he said, "Man, I was taking that experience to the fullest because I might not ever get this chance again."
and
And
you could hear it in his rhymes when
oh
when
yeah,
he rapped.
come on, come
He
on,
rapped with so much passion. He put his heart into those bars, man.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think I don't think we'll ever get another DMX, man.
How could we?
You
How
know what
could
I'm
we,
saying?
bro? Impossible.
Like
That would be impossible.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm thankful because like I'm telling you, my sister and my family that grew up in Baltimore and
Oh, you got family in Baltimore? No
yeah, I
shit.
got family in Baltimore, man. Yeah,
Okay. I know you
yeah,
was. I think you told me somewhere in Maryland. I didn't know it was Baltimore exactly. Okay.
they live in Baltimore, man. They was the ones that really got me listening to hip hop, and then of course I think right around the time I started listening to it, man, I remember I think yeah, party up in here, like that's when
Okay.
he
That was
made
like his
that.
third album. Party Up. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, and
I got to remember. Yeah, you were a good bit younger than me. You was born in what
yeah,
'96 or
I'm
something.
not. Yeah, I was born in '96.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So he was born in
man.
'96. His first album, first two albums came out in '98. Yeah, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you would have shit. You was still probably shitting on yourself. Like,
Exactly. Yeah,
all right, I get it
a
now.
little ass walking around.
I'm just
But
saying. I ain't mean to say it that way. I ain't know how else to say it. Sorry.
nah, you nah, man. We but yeah, like DMX, I think he was like one of the first people. Like you listen to him, like oh my god, like you like you were just talking about. He never turned down those opportunities because he just wanted to give his heart and soul into this hip hop game, and I think like
And
he left
it,
his mark.
yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, it's what you call a one of one. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Um, it reminds me of this book I've been listening to, or maybe the one I already finished. I can't remember the name. I can't remember which one it is. I've been on my books, my audio books, real heavy lately. But
Word. Okay.
it talks about the composition of things and of people, and no one person or one thing on this earth. Well, I say people to be exact. No two people are composed of all of the same things that make them. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, every single bit of you. You dig what I mean?
You right. You right.
And then the experiences you go through in life and how that affects you. So yeah, we'll never have a no. That will never get close to another dog, and we don't need to. We don't
Nah.
need to.
Nah. I don't want that for
I,
us.
we happy when we had them. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Facts.
Thankful that we had them.
And so I'm sure many people out here, like if you a hip hop historian like us, you know him and Hova, man, when they first met each other, I think well they was battle rapping and
Yeah.
stuff, man. Like and of course I wish we could have had footage from that battle rap because I'm telling you that like you know how you have like those the NFL throwback games and stuff.
Right.
You just play them on TV 24/7.
Yep.
Like this,
Yeah.
that would probably be the equivalent, like an ESPN classic.
Right. Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
you got like two top dogs. They were going at before they weren't even known yet. And, like they were just kids. Like that's just crazy to think
It was.
about.
I want to say, from my understanding, it was right around the time when they were both right about the like right before they both got on.
Right.
From my understanding, it was like somewhere mid-90s. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And both of them had been rapping before that. He got close to, even Jay-Z he got videos from the 80s with
Right.
Jazz O. And DMX was like had a single or something late 80s, early 90s, but it ain't never come through. So they were still trying to get back there. And I'm yeah, it was I think they said that they cut the camera off. Somebody was going to record it, but they cut the
Yeah.
camera off because I guess the Rough Riders, I don't know if it was D or Y, said something about DMX, like, man, look, this stuff is copyrighted. Like, but he going,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Whatever he spit, man, we own all of it. Ain't nobody gonna get
Yeah.
no freebies off of us.
Of course. Of course.
You know what I mean? So I hear you. Man, it'd have been wonderful to have, but
Yeah,
what can we
and
do?
it's funny you just talked about that kind of like that ownership. Like that was gonna be the next point I was gonna bring up.
What's that?
Um, with Kanye because he was talking about how he said that us as black people, he said we're not really we're focusing on owning like all right you can't he said you can't like we got the N word and we got he said we got braids and stuff and it's like he said well like he said what about owning your block, what about owning a building or
Land,
like yeah just land in general,
essentially.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I said like damn like he's right because I said I feel like for us especially like just America as a whole, like we suck with money. We suck with money. And we don't really own land like we should. We don't own buildings, real estate. Like all these people that own land and stuff like they usually. I think Elon Musk. What he's from South Africa, I believe.
I don't know where he's from.
Yeah,
To be honest with you, I
I
don't
think he's
know.
born in South Africa or whatever. But it's just
Okay.
like all these people just like they came over to the United States and like they chose to really just learn and grind, man, because they didn't really have that much when they came over here, man. But I feel like for us, growing up in the school system, man, like we weren't taught any of this, man.
Man, you want to go there?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know, look, hey,
The
everything's on the
school
table, man.
the school system is based off of, to me, making workers,
Mm,
not bosses, or not owners. And
mm.
truth be told, everybody can't be an owner. Like
Yeah, that's true.
some people just don't have it in them to be able to do that, but they can probably play a critical role in the shit. You know what I'm
For sure.
saying?
For sure.
Um, School system is based on a lot of lies.
Yeah.
Um, it is like programming. It is a way of programming people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Um, it's fucked up. Like it's like you're saying, they don't teach you how to manage money. They don't teach you um just regular everyday life shit like
Right.
cleaning, um, how to run a household. You know what I mean? How to it's some of the silliest shit that they
I agree.
it's broken. It's broken. It needs to be restructured or what's the word? It's escaping me right now. But they need
Would
to
you say reinvent it or like
reinvent it is fair.
okay.
But man, it's how would they do that? Like at the same time,
Right.
how would they do
Right.
that?
You gotta have a plan. You're right. You gotta have a plan. And
Who gonna come up with all these? Now we got to come up with all new books, all new criteria, which is possible, but
I but I will say this though, you do see now a lot more people are starting to homeschool their kids and teach
good.
them what they want them
Yep,
to learn,
yep,
the things that are going to be essential to their life.
yeah.
Because I'm gonna just be quite frank with you guys out there. Like pre-calculus, you ain't gonna need that shit. Most people,
What
mo-
is pre-calculus?
you, yo, my mom, she said when she
What
went to
is it?
Virginia, she went to Virginia State, right? She said they put her in a pre-calculus class, man, and she said when she started seeing numbers, no, she said when she started seeing letters and mixed in with math, she said, "All right," she said, "Yeah, this might not be for me."
The only way I see that even possibly relevant, and I don't even know because I'm not privy to this information. What if you were like a physicist, a scientist, a rocket ship? But
Like,
then, why the fuck would you be using letters either? I don't know,
right,
but
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just and and I'm and I want you guys to understand this too. I work in the school system, but I do see many flaws where there can be improvements.
teaching life
And
skills, like
yeah,
teach fucking life skills.
right.
Like,
Because I'm gonna just going straight up say this. Like I'm starting to see like the younger generation. Like it's not just here, but like you starting to see it everywhere. They become so easily influenced, and that's for any kid really.
yep, and that's
But
always been like that.
right, but when you have kids are learning, I feel like more from TikTok than they are in the classroom or in just
Yeah,
in life in general. That's a
hmm
problem. That's a problem, man. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So like, because I know
absolutely.
at the beginning of the year we had kids. They was stealing like soap dispensers and taking toilets from the wall, and I'm just like, what is this? And then of course I hear on the news, oh yeah, this is happening all around the nation because it's a TikTok challenge.
There you
You
go.
you serious?
Yeah, yeah,
Seriously?
yes.
So like I think it's definitely it's essential, man. Like I think we as people we got to step up definitely and just just take ownership. Like whether that's like
That come down to parenting. I'm gonna tell you
yeah,
this as a parent to be. All my children are grown. Shit comes down to parenting and teaching your kids right from wrong and morals and fucking principles. And you don't follow the fucking leader all the time. It's
mm,
like the old saying: if a motherfucker jump off the bridge, you gonna jump with him.
hey, that's
Old
look.
old saying, but simple shit and real. Like
It is. It is. It's so much game in that one statement. but people we overlook it because it's like,
It
well,
sounds
it's
stupid.
yeah, it sounds
And
stupid and it sounds
yeah,
so
but
simple.
yeah, and at the same time, but then when they do some stupid shit and they, oh, you was with your friends, so they did it, so you did.
Right, right,
I can say the bridge analogy, but what now you caught up in some shit. What's stupid now? You
exactly,
looking stupid.
exactly,
But
exactly.
no, man, all that social media. I mean, it comes down to social influence, bro. Like the herd, the
Right.
fucking herd of sheep, a herd of cattle. These motherfuckers see, oh, they doing it. It's like that fucking crate challenge. I couldn't believe that shit.
Yo, that all right. See, I I saw this meme and it was so funny, man. We was talking about what was it? It said it had the crate challenge and then it had the crate on the I think it was on the one of the stop yeah, like one of the lights in the that you see out in the street and stuff, and like you had the crate up there and it was bolted in, and it said our generation is different, man. Like we're not the same. And I
Oh,
said
you talking about like crate playing
for
basketball?
basketball, yeah,
Yeah. Okay, all right. I get what you're saying now. When you talk about it was bolted up to the
yeah,
to the pole. Yeah, all right. Yeah,
yeah. I said
I did that in my alley.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just who in the right mind think this is okay though. That's what I want to understand. Like who in the right mind think this is? Oh yeah, I'm gonna walk on crates. Like
Brother.
come
It's
on,
it's
fam.
social influence, bro. It is. I've been listening to this book. This book. I want to say it's the one I'm listening to now. No. It was one called Invisible Influence.
Mm,
Already, I finished listening to it, and it's talking about. It's called Invisible Influence, right? Influence being a part of what the book is about. Social influence was a big part of that shit, and
yeah.
it's just like people see it and oh, I could do that. I remember shit 10 years ago they was doing the ice bucket challenge, and people just throwing water, but they just started nominating other people. But what it started from was something about a dude that had ALS.
Yeah.
Like the whole, it got lost in translation, like the
It's like
meaning
that
of it.
game.
What it,
What's that game? Telephone.
yeah,
They let the
yeah,
game telephone.
yep,
I'm telling you.
yep. By the time it get to whoever, it's all fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. It's not. It's completely opposite of what he said.
Yeah,
But man, like to kind of like hit on this point, man. I think us as just people in general, man. Like especially the black community as well. We have to learn like we there's free game out there, man. Like for ownership, like
more than ever, more than
you know
ever.
what I'm saying. Like you got a boy 19 Keys,
Okay,
Wall
yeah.
Street Chapper, Wall Street Trapper, um, and then like earn your leisure. Like they've been blowing up over the past year, man. Like I think I saw one time their Instagram was at like I don't know 150,000. Now they're knocking at the door of being over a million followers on Instagram. Like
Well,
that's crazy.
well, um, to the point I guess you was making earlier, people weren't programmed or
Mm-hmm.
taught, however we want to put it, to do these things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To learn how to acquire land or real estate. We weren't taught that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, most of the people that probably did, it was an interest of their own, or somebody exposed them to it. You know what I mean? Which you're exposed to is very integral, I think, in anybody's knowledge and development and
Mm-hmm.
interest in life and the way they grow in the shit, man. And it's just in our communities, that's not something that we've been shown and we've been taught, you know what I mean, regularly.
Right.
We're taught about a whole bunch of other shit.
That's
But
useless.
yeah, but at the same time, it does come down, in my opinion, to being exposed to something or having vested interest in it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was younger, in my neighborhood, I was the youngest. For whatever reason, I was the one that liked music and rapping and all that the most. So
Mm.
at whatever point I could, I mustered up some money, got me some DJ equipment. Nobody showed me this shit, but I was so interested myself. I figured and found out how to do this shit. I literally taught myself. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's just one of them things, man. Like
Yeah.
sometimes there's just four people they're gonna go find that shit bad enough. You know what I mean? And
It's crazy.
sometimes if we're taught a certain thing, that's what we know, that's what we believe in.
Yeah,
So
I said
it's just a wicked thing, man. On how society works. You know what I'm saying, and it's set up. But um, as you were saying about buying land, building communities. You know what I'm saying, more positive and um things focused on assets and
right.
not liabilities. But you can take a liability and turn it to an asset if you know how to hustle right. But that's a whole nother
Exactly.
conversation.
Yeah, but you know, I think that's crucial. And guys, I'm sorry, you can hear my dogs like my Great Dane. She's going crazy right now. But
You got a Great Dane?
yeah, I got a Great Dane, man.
That dog
But
about big as a horse.
bro, she look when she's standing on her back legs, like she's as almost as tall as me.
I don't doubt it. Dang. Okay.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad. I'm sorry. That was
no,
a
nah,
side note.
she's bro, she's a horse. She's a
Yeah.
horse, man. Um, but yeah, like you was saying though, like if you want something bad enough, like you go out and find it. You definitely will go out and find it, man. And I think it's at the point now where it's starting. You're starting to see people just in general, especially like millennials, starting to learn more about stocks and how they work. And like I reached out to you because I was talking about I've been so interested lately in just trying to understand how stocks work. And I know you got Robinhood, and so
Yeah.
I was about to get get started with that because I just feel like I'm not doing it like sure it'll be great like have have a lot of money or all right whatever, but my whole big thing is I want to see my family like in futures to come have generational wealth,
Yeah.
and I
And
want
that's
to be
hard to do.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Just as a regular Joe, that's
Yeah, yeah, and like and it's not easy, but my cousin, I was talking to him on Monday. He said if somewhere in life man has done something that seems quote unquote impossible, he said it can be replicated again.
absolutely.
It can.
I feel that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So so it's not impossible, but is it easy? No. No, it's not. But anything worth in life having, man, is never gonna be easy.
For the most
So
part, unless you
yeah.
just get strike a fucking lottery, hundreds of
Yeah.
millions of dollars, and then that's even tricky. I had this conversation. I don't know why I'm gonna say this, but fuck, I had this conversation with my wife one time. Like, babe, let's say we won $200 million from the lottery. What would you do? She said, "Motherfucker, I'm going to school." I said, "Well, we gonna get an account." She said, "No, I'm going to school and I'm taking money management, accounting classes, and we gonna manage this shit ourselves." I said,
Hey,
"Oh, that's so fucking brilliant."
that is brilliant. It is because not many people. That's the mistake, and I'm glad you said that. When people win the lottery,
Yeah, I mean,
man,
I'm hold on, I'm gonna even go here with it. Let's say if you talking about somebody like that plays sports, NFL, NBA, and Major
oh
League Baseball, man, them dudes getting them big contract. They're getting 30 million a year, 10 million a year, 50 million a year. Man, get somebody in your family, send their ass to school to learn how to handle your finances. Because then you also always hear about people having financial advisors that stole their money.
yeah, it's true. It's
So
true.
put your family on, like get your family, man, send them to college. Somebody that you know is astute to that shit, man. Look, I'm gonna pay you well, man. We gonna be all good. Let's
And
keep this shit in house.
LeBron, look at him. LeBron, he put his boys on like Rich Paul.
And
He
and
gave
I'm
him opportunity.
and this the other thing. They took the opportunity and did the right thing though. Like
They did.
they
They
didn't,
did.
they was learning as they was going, but they didn't fuck up the opportunity.
Right. Right.
Some
And
people is just some people just ain't meant to be certain things. I give you this opportunity, man. If you know your best friend or your cousin ain't the smartest whoever, but they good with their hands or they whatever, man, make them secure. I don't know, make them a driver slash
right.
security. Don't try to make them the a chef or you know what I'm saying. If you know
But
somebody in your family can cook like a motherfucker, man, look, go take this color. We gonna make you the fat personal chef, and we gonna pay you. You ain't gotta go. It just keeping that shit in
that's
the house,
why
man.
I love that's why like Nipsey Hussle, that's why I love what he did. He gave back to his community and he put his boys like he said, hey, He said, "You're gonna come work for me, and we're gonna get you out of these streets." And so, man, like
Right.
he gave all his boys jobs, and I think that's exactly what it comes down to. Like you just saying, you putting your family or your best friends, like you putting them on, and you getting them the opportunity to say, "Hey, like we gonna build together. I'm not just gonna be me. Like I'm bringing you up with me," and that can be a little that can be a scary thing to do sometimes.
But
But
man,
you
look,
know,
what's the other options is we gonna have somebody else in here that I'm gonna be paying
mm,
that I don't know. I'm gonna be paying them to do this shit. And what you gonna be doing for a living? As my man. You think I'm gonna just
mm,
be able to just pay you just to sit the fuck around?
right, right, you're right.
Or you gonna go work for somebody else?
Mm,
I'm not even trying. We could call them working for me, whatever, however you want to put it. But I'm gonna pay somebody to do this shit. We peoples, you know.
putting them on, man.
I'm just
Give them
saying.
the game. Exactly, man.
Hell yeah.
Um, like so, kind of like moving on. That this is funny. This is funny when because obviously the whole beef with Drake and Kanye, man, like this is pretty funny to me. Um, Kanye said that he would in the verses, he said song for song, he said he would beat Drake.
But who doesn't say that when you ask him about verses? Everybody
Right,
say I'm gonna cook whoever I'm going against.
right,
Everybody says this shit.
right.
So okay, what we've learned, in my opinion, of watching verses over all of this time,
Yep.
especially now because now they put them in the same space and do a performance with a crowd.
Mm,
Shit different now. This ain't when they
it
first
is.
started and motherfuckers was just on the phone and wasn't no crowd involved. They were just pretty much just playing the song, right? And
Yeah.
people was talking about they playing it. They whatever songs sound the best. It's totally different now. This shit come down to performance, crowd. You know what I mean? Who can rock the crowd and when and how the song hit. So it would be great to see though.
We look. I want it, man. I want to see it. Like when Jeezy and and Gucci Man, like when that verses happened, I was like, all right, now this, I think
And it wasn't even no big crowd there. I think it was just their
no,
peoples. It wasn't no big crowd, but
yeah,
we got to see them together.
which was that was dope. That was dope.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Like I was just gonna say, man, like it was fun because I think you saw when that happened. Like I've never seen. I think what it reached like 700,000 or something like that of like
Bro,
streamers or something. It was crazy. It was a big number.
yeah.
But I just remember seeing all these people like, yo, like, no, like this, no, Jeezy won, nah, man. Um, they said Gucci won, and I was like, look, I don't give a shit who you think won that night. Look,
I
hip
just
hop,
enjoyed it.
hip hop won that night, man.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
just enjoyed it.
yeah,
And then a lot of it to me comes down to whose music do you like better? Me personally,
exactly.
I like Jeezy music better.
Yeah, I'm a Jeezy guy.
Some people like Gucci Man better, so they already
Right.
gonna ride with him. So they already okay, fair.
Yeah, who cares? Like,
All right,
like you like what you like. That's it is what it is, man.
yeah.
But my question for you though, head to head, who you think is winning that battle between Drake and Ye?
Ugh, 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 ugh. Oh, Jiminy Cricket. See, this is the part where it's tricky, right?
Yeah.
Because Versus, I believe, was based on the premise that even as producers, like we're calling even songwriters, they could play any song that they had a hand in.
Mm.
Kanye West got a lot of hand, a lot of Jay-Z
He
shit,
does. He
a lot of that
does.
Rockefellers, a lot of other people's stuff. Like as a producer, this is I think even when they said about the verses, he was like, I would have to go against four people
Yeah.
because he's an artist, he's a producer, he's a songwriter, he does so many different things. I mean, which they ain't gonna do, but who would I pick? And they gonna have a crowd there.
Mm.
Question: where they doing the show at?
So let's say, all right, let's say if they're doing the show, let's
Give me the city.
say I want to pick a good city. I don't want to do like. because I don't want to pick Chicago because I feel like that's bias.
No, we can't do that.
Yeah, and I'm
So
not doing
we
Toronto because that's bias.
no. So
Um,
I'm gonna throw three out there. We gonna do L.A., New York, or Atlanta.
oh, L.A.
Which one?
L.A.
L.A.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm gonna go Kanye.
Kanye. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, froze up or something.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we good now. All
All
right.
right. Nah, but it's funny because I have some of the kids because I work with high schoolers and they always listen to podcasts and stuff and it's gonna be funny because I know a lot of them rock with Drake just because
Oh, I'm
that's
sure because
the younger
that's their
generation.
generation.
Right,
And I
exactly.
would say I would say Drake, but the only thing that's giving me pause about that is that I know Kanye's catalog consists of so many other
Yeah. He's versatile.
people.
He's
You know what I'm
versatile.
saying? Like he's produced songs for so many other people.
Bro, like
You know,
he's a Swiss Army knife. If I had to compare him, he's a Swiss Army knife. Like, he can do so many
yeah,
things, and he does
yep,
them well. That's the thing.
yeah.
He does them well.
And Drake is a cold one too. That was a very hard
Yeah,
decision to make.
no doubt.
But I'm just doing it based off of. I'm just saying that based off of. I know his other bodies of work and all his production that he's done for people. So
Hmm.
he pulled one of them joints out and had him come and perform. Oh, it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
you're right. And he could do that. He would do that. I know he would.
I would. Check this out. I would.
Seriously,
And
because he
I
got
know
that power.
I know Drake's catalog is pristine as
No doubt.
anybody's ever. He got them probably what they say sold the most, got the most number ones and all that. Cool,
Yeah, it's
but
cool.
performance. Let's see what happened with the performance. You know, Kanye fuck around, get on there, start talking some wild shit. That happens too. That's what we saw with the Locks and Dipset. Jada started talking about the Dipset, like, man, they lip syncing. And you know, it just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's a part
He
of it.
destroyed. Yeah, he destroyed them. He did. I'm sorry. Like he one man alone, like just
I'm just
yeah. And that, but that's hey, that's why he's in the talk though for that. Like he's in the talk for a lot of top five guys, man. So I'm
yeah, well, he put himself out there, and look, he earned that right to be
he
in that
did,
conversation.
he did, he did, man. Um, so this is with everything that's going on in the world right now. All right.
Okay.
And Kanye kind of brought this up too. Like he said, like he hates cancel culture. All right. Like, cause of course, the baby, he made he made some controversial comments. All right, whatever. Marilyn Manson, I know, I'm pretty sure like here in New Hampshire is when I think this is where all that like the allegations of him, you know, I think the rape
I'm
allegations.
unaware. I don't know what the hell happened with
So
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson,
He
I
been in
guess
shit since he came out in 1998 or something. He been in shit since then.
bro, he look. I'm pretty sure. I think it's like rape allegations and stuff that's
Oh,
against him.
damn.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm not. So I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. Wait, I'm not touching that. But so like the whole like Kanye was just like, man, you know, like I hate the whole idea of like cancel culture, and he said that's why I brought these two on like with me like for this project, and he said,
Oh, when he brought him out to Soldier Field.
yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
he said you guys can cancel like all of us, man, like because and of course the latest one being look at Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle and his comedy skit like he
People
went
got to
all the
stop.
way. Yeah,
I mean, brother, as he's supposed to.
yeah, he went all the way, and yeah, he's a comedian, and he's Dave Chappelle. If you guys don't know by now, he's been in the game for so many years, and you guys don't know by now that he's going to say something controversial. Like, why are you watching him still? Like, why? Are you, like, where have you been? And
you a teacher? I don't know what subject you
yeah,
teach at school, but do you remember the I believe they are the amendments,
yeah,
constitutional amendments. What's
yeah.
the first one?
Freedom of speech,
What's the second one?
freedom. Oh, right to bear
Okay, so
arms.
after we
Yeah,
talking shit and shit go sideways, we can pull these guns out. But I'm
right.
not advocating that. All I'm saying is it's a constitutional amendment of freedom of speech. Now people can get upset with it, their opinions, but man, cancel culture, man,
It's whack.
it'll be over. I give it another 5 years, maybe
Mm,
3.
okay.
That I guess this phrase of cancel culture, it'll pass. It's just like people talk about clout chasing. The
Mm-hmm.
fuck is that?
Mm,
Internet, because the internet, fuck the internet. Like real clout is tangible in real life.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's real clout is something that you know what I mean is good as your reputation in real life, man. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They always come up with these little phrases. It's like now people real heavy on instead of saying you lying, that's cap. Okay, that will pass too.
Right. It
That
will.
phrase will pass
It
too.
will.
It always does. It's they come out. It lasts about 3 years, but cancel culture will be over in a little while. They'll be calling doing something else.
Yeah. Cancel culture, I feel, is almost because I made a video about this too. Like I think cancel culture is affecting comedy too because a lot of
Absolutely,
comedians are coming
they
up
scared.
and yeah, they're afraid and they can't say the things that they used to. So I say like even back in 2012, they couldn't even say some of the stuff they said back then because now they're
Yeah,
afraid of being canceled or
yes, yes.
so like
And it's crazy. You wanna pull me up on an old joke that was the joke of when I said it back in whatever year I said it. Oh, it was hilarious, but now, oh my god, you can't believe you said that, man. Look, it was funny as fuck back then.
exactly, exactly.
All right, y'all was laughing y'all ass off back then. Now it ain't so funny because everybody y'all so sensitive and I hurt your feelings. Man, look, getting your feelings hurt is character building. Okay, that should builds
All I
character.
gotta say though, y'all better be thankful Bernie Mac is not alive. That's all I got. They better be thankful, man, because I'm telling you, boy, you talk about somebody that quote unquote offends you, and he he didn't care, and but that's the what made him. He made him so. That's what made him so great. He didn't care, and everyone.
You,
I think everyone appreciated that.
you know what I love about comedy?
What's
Stand
that?
up, stand up comedy to be exact is they get to say all the shit we think, but people scared to say it, and they just deliver it in a, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
in a funny way. But we all be thinking that kind of crazy. It's like, man, you just might just sit there and look at something like, I'm thinking this. I ain't gonna say it because it might not come out right because
Right.
I'm not a comedian. It's funny to me. Okay, well that's their job to take whatever it is in life, the best, the worst, and all of the good, the bad, and the ugly, and put a funny spin on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you in your feelings, well, maybe you shouldn't be watching comedy that day because this is here to make you laugh.
Exactly. And
If you in a
that's
bad,
supposed to be unfiltered and like it's comedy. That's what
yeah,
brought it brings people together.
and everybody's kind of comedy ain't for everybody. I was
Yeah.
watching some comedian, some white dude, I don't know. I'm just like,
Yeah.
this is dry to me. Okay, this is not funny. He got a whole special, but I'm like, this isn't for me, so I'm not gonna
Right.
watch it. If it ain't for
Right.
you, don't fool with it.
And that's okay. That's okay if it's not for
Yeah,
you.
but people
Like
gotta understand that. Don't fool with it, and don't you ain't got to say nothing bad about it just because you don't like it.
yeah, it's just not for you. It might for 10 people, but for you specifically, who cares?
Yeah, you
It's
know what I
like
mean. I don't like your mother's macaroni and cheese, but you don't hear me, bitch, and I just don't eat it. It's something simple like that. Like if you know you don't like it, don't fool with it and just
yeah,
leave it alone. Like
as simple as that, man. And but people now we're so sensitive, and we gotta feel like, oh, like let my voice be
no,
heard, and
and
this and that.
also this internet shit. Everybody can put their
Oh
opinion out there now. They can
yeah,
comment. Everybody can
keyboard
comment.
warriors.
That's the thing. Before you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that before.
Now you got keyboard
You couldn't do that before.
warriors
You couldn't.
and
You couldn't act. I can't act Dave Chappelle, and I can't act such and such and tell them, oh, I ain't like. You couldn't do that shit before.
right.
You were a spectator, and you only could do it in a room with your peoples,
Right.
barbershop talk kind of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
But now everybody can comment. See, that's the difference because everybody can jump on the internet and at whoever specifically it is that they don't have a taste for, and it gets blown up. That shit start become like a snowball effect when enough other people feel the same way. Like, yeah, I feel that way too. Fuck them. Oh, let's
Right.
cancel them, man.
But
Stop that shit. But
I want to say this too, though, man. Like to add on what you were just saying, I think a lot of people have become way too comfortable of like talking. Like, they will talk shit behind like a computer screen or a keyboard and stuff, and it's just like, bro, like some people. I remember I was looking at some comment thread that on Mike Tyson's his Instagram page, and literally all these people were like just flaming him up, and I'm like, none of you guys would say this to this man's face. Y'all know better than that,
y'all not at all. Y'all wouldn't even say that shit to him in the same room.
Exactly.
Like you ain't even gotta be directly in his face. He in the same room. You
Yeah,
wouldn't dare. You wouldn't
yeah.
dare.
Like y'all, come on, man. Like y'all not about that life, dude.
But
And here's
that's
the thing: if you did say that to that man's face, you just ignorant. You stupid. Because he
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell
say
you,
this. More power to you. I hope you fast. Or I hope you catch him on a
man.
good day. I hope you catch him on a good day when he just like, okay, and just give you a pass.
I will say that that man today is he's completely different
Yeah,
compared to
but
what he was. Yeah.
yeah, he's probably like 50 years old now. So
But yeah, what 50, 53,
I don't know. He's something like that. So,
something like that.
of course
He's toned down, right?
that
Yeah.
testosterone ain't running wild in him no more. That
Yeah.
aggression.
Yeah, thankfully, because whew, I was just looking at that man's like his neck. It was like he didn't look real. Like he looked like a created character in a video game or something, man.
Creation of the most high in the ultimate
Yeah,
video game of life. Like
fact. And I mean, he was a monster. He was a monster. But I just want to say this though, like with cancel culture, is definitely something that I think us like we just people we just I think we need to kind of just take things for for what they are sometimes,
yeah,
and
I'm with you.
and like you
Let
were
it be
saying,
that.
yeah, if you don't rock with it, that's okay. Like you can feel that way. That's cool. You can definitely feel that way. Like the whole thing, because I read a GQ article about Dave Chappelle, like the whole thing. Like, I guess like the guy that was writing it said I turned it off halfway through and blah. And I'm just like, all right. I said that just
Cool.
shows in this too what he was getting at. A lot of these people that are like talking shit about him, they didn't watch the whole thing and what he was actually trying to get at,
Yeah.
and they are doing the exact thing of what he was talking about.
Boom.
Point.
You you know what that take me back to? Hold up, the video done froze up.
But before you get started, I just want to say, people, Cam Newton just got signed back with the Carolina Panthers for a 1 year deal.
There you go. I was waiting. I was wondering who's gonna pick him up.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. But I'm sorry, man. Go ahead,
Hold up. I think I might have forgot what the hell I was gonna say.
man.
That just was like I'm happy the brother back in the league.
Me too.
Um, damn. Okay, no. Yeah, all right. It takes me back to I want to say one of the first things we talked about on here. You talking about the Big Sean Kanye thing. It's
Yeah.
like you talking about if they ain't finished watching the whole thing, bro. If you just saw like the sound bite or the little short
Yeah.
little clip of him saying that about Big Sean, the biggest mistake I ever had, but you didn't hear the rest of the whys and the hows and the what's of it, you come up to your own conclusion, but you gotta, man, you gotta get the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta eat the whole sandwich, cuz like
Exactly. Exactly.
and so to speak. You got to eat the whole sandwich, yo. You take one bite off of it and be like, ugh. You got to eat the whole sandwich, dog. Or don't talk about it. Or just don't talk
Tell
about
you,
it. Just leave it alone.
you, man. Like people don't realize, like, and I because I wanna end off with this too, man. People, when we see articles out here that you know they seem controversial, like they're it's just not clickbait, but like it's just actual bait just to draw you in,
Okay.
and then you don't even click on it though. That's the thing. Some people just be scrolling, and some people will be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe
Yeah.
such would do that."
No, you're
And
right
it's
though.
like,
You're right.
read it,
Yeah, you're
read the
right.
whole thing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like people don't sit there and
Our
actually.
attention span
Oh,
is terrible nowadays, brother. It's
that's us as humans. Like, we're such a right now culture that we don't know. Well, we do know how to do the work. We just
right.
don't want to do it because we gotten lazy now. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you know?
We've been enabled by technology.
Yeah, yep.
I'm saying?
Telling you,
Like we've been
man.
enabled to have attention spans. I mean, this go for music. This go for like you talking about reading, um, so many other things, man. But yeah. Now you say I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the Cam Newton shit. I'm happy to hear that. You know,
Yeah,
he back.
nah, that
I,
makes me happy too, man.
I
I'm
was
happy.
wondering who's gonna get him. That's only right because what Sam Donald he gonna be out. He broke his shoulder or something, right?
Yep. And
Yeah,
can't my boy can't I'm really happy that he's back.
yeah.
I'm so happy that he's back. Oh,
Quick question:
what's up?
where is Odell Beckham Jr. going? I think it's the Packers.
I was going to say the Packers. I was about to say I would like to see him with the Packers
Mm.
because he can't. They were talking about him going to the Chiefs. Him and Tyreek Hill, they were butt heads. That's not happening, man.
I'm
That's
not.
that's.
I'm gonna tell you why I think the Packers.
Go ahead.
The way the Chiefs defense is looking, brother.
Oh,
You can do all you want to on offense, which has not been doing well at all this year,
Pat
right?
Mahomes got figured out.
Whatever it is, I know they defense ain't doing too good either.
Nah.
You dig? The Packers is his best bet. Just sign a 1 year deal. I know he's not gonna want to stay in Green Bay because Wisconsin. Who this is the funny thing about everything circling back around. At the beginning of the year, when Aaron Rodgers finally came back in the to training camp, when he finally got there, he said people only gonna want to come here to play with me. Don't nobody want to live here in Green Bay. Like this ain't no destination. This ain't no vacation. No. So do his 1 year, get busy with them,
Yep.
because Aaron Rodgers might be leaving.
Yeah. I think after
So
this year, yeah.
man, finish. There's half the season left. Go to Green Bay, insert yourself. Just play football. Do what you're supposed to do.
That's it.
Y'all will figure it out. That's your best bet if you want to win. If he's serious about winning, that's his best bet.
That
And I'm
I agree. I agree. Everything you just said, that's that's what
and
he
they're a
needs
good
to do.
team. They're a good fucking
Yeah,
team.
they are a good team. And what's crazy, I was telling people, Aaron Rodgers, had he played in that game on
They the
Sunday,
one.
they
Come
would
on,
beat
son.
this. They would beat
Come
the
on, son.
piss out of those boys.
Yeah.
And this is an unpopular opinion, but I got people coming at me for this, man. When I said this, not Aaron Rod, Pat Mahomes, he got figured out. The NFL teams got a hold of that Super Bowl tape, and they've been using it against him. Like when Pat Mahomes when you see he gets pass rushing, the defense is in his lap, or his offensive line is in his lap. Like you have good quarterbacks like the Aaron Rodgers, the Cam Newtons. Like these guys can roll out of, they can keep the play alive, and so can he.
Right.
But he panics. He panics, and he end up just throwing it. like 70 yards up in the air, and then it gets picked. I think he's leading the league right now in picks right now.
Well, something ain't right. Something ain't right there. Whatever
Yeah,
it is.
something's going on. Something's
Maybe
going on.
he thinking too much now and not reacting. Maybe that's it. Like, you know, he trying to become a smarter quarterback instead of just playing how he been doing.
Maybe.
Because before he was just and figure it out. Like you said, now they come in, it's like he like, okay, I'm still trying to be a quarterback. Man, fucking play ball, dog.
Yeah,
like,
just backyard football, yo. Like keep it alive.
that's
Keep
something
it
I hope
alive,
Lamar
man.
don't ever lose. Like, dog, just when they get down to it, just play ball, yo.
Lamar, I love Lamar Jackson, man. I love Lamar
How
Jackson.
can you not?
Yeah,
How can you
that's
not?
real, man. But bro, thank you for joining me, man. I
No
really,
problem, man.
really
It was a pleasure.
appreciate you
Anytime, bro.
doing this. Also, do you smoke cigars, man?
Yeah.
All right. You and I, we when I come down to Maryland, because we should be, and in December we're gonna be coming down to see the
Okay.
family and stuff. So yeah, you and I,
Yeah, hit me up
we
when
might
you
get
hit me
up.
up.
We gotta get up together, man. Because yeah, I want to chop it up with you in person.
Okay.
In person,
I'm here, dog.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's do that, man. But guys, thank you for joining me, man. And if you guys haven't yet, make sure you drop a comment, man. And so if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel, guys. All right.
There you go.
Let's
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Love you guys, man. Say peace.
Peace.